I'm super happy to be here today with my dear friend Sergio Sanchez. He is a longtime radio host for KURV here in Brownsville, the Valley's news station.
Yes,
right?
sir.
Did I get that right?
The only game in town, man. The only news talker.
Yeah, not many left, right?
No, and those that are left are they're dug in pretty strong in major markets, and there's several in major markets, but here in the Valley, we're the only news talk system.
Yeah. And how long have you been doing news talk radio?
Funny that you asked, buddy. I just crossed the 30-year mark.
My gosh.
December 4th. 30 years solid in the Valley.
Congratulations.
Yes, sir.
That's awesome.
Yes,
30
sir.
years.
Yeah.
So did you kind of start like in Zach's type of job, like producing and on the backside? Or?
Actually, to be honest with you, the first gig was to show up at 5 in the morning and just read news, read copy.
Rip and read?
Rip and read. Yeah, and because I had a news director and then a production director and then a producer. I started working with Freddie back then 30 years ago.
Wow.
Producer Freddie. But we had staff and actual reporters and beat reporters.
It was a much bigger production.
It was back then. Media was different. Media, like this.
We didn't have this.
Yes. This is better to some degree because it's prolific, right? There's so many different channels, so many different sources.
Yeah, but it also in a way kind of dilutes things too, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure you to a little bit miss having a big team, right?
I do. I miss having a strong newspaper presence, for example. They were the first media that got kicked in the teeth
because their overhead's so expensive.
Yeah, it is. Television. I recall a time in media when, for example, I'll give you an example for me. TV and print, they've all changed. They've suffered change. They've had to evolve. But for me, the heroes in talk radio was KTRH in Houston, 740. I grew up in Houston as a teenager.
Remember KTRH. Yeah. I went to Sam Houston, so I used to hear them.
Yeah. They had beat reporters in Austin, they had downtown, they had the courts, different places. And I remember those names. And I grew up as an older teenager in early college. And I said, one day I want to go work at KTRH. I want to, be an anchor or a reporter or a beat reporter. And that blew up. I mean, when social media started, they had to evolve to survive. And it became, today they call them influencers, right?
Right.
Content creators. Well, radio, we are the content creators. We are the original content creators. We are the original influencers. Same thing for TV. Same thing for reporters that are renowned in the area that cover a certain segment of reporting. Media will survive. Local media will survive. And it will survive because of this blessing of social media where we take the product, we own it, and then we distribute it as a new generation is used to receiving, getting spoon-fed by the source that goes to the courthouse, that goes to
now you got